The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
All right, part 2 of the show I was just doing that somehow ended. I've been doing this 4 years. I've had tech issues like the Wi-Fi going out, screen being frozen, not being able to play audio or video clips. Never has the stream just died. But we're back. So I'm just going to continue the show for those who were watching live. And if you're not watching live and you're confused why there's a part 2, well, that's because there was a part 1 for the first 40 minutes, and I covered Brian Costello's comments in his latest podcast. Gang's all here. Talked more about C.J. Mosley, so check out the opening monologue if you want that. To everyone else who is here watching live, if you did gift a raffle entry or sent in a super chat that qualified, you're in our Justin Fields raffle, which will take place at the end of this stream, part 2. So don't worry, all the raffle entries still count for everyone who called in or sent in a membership that wants to try and win the Justin Fields jersey at the end of the show. With that said, when we got cut off, Australian Jet fan was on the line, so he is first up on stream 2. AJF, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I watched it back and like literally I just said hi and then it disappeared. But what I was saying before is I just wanted to give my wishes to PBM after the ACL. Obviously, that's devastating. I hope the knee gets better and you get your brown belt soon, and then we'll start calling you BBM, Brown Belt Mike. Is that going to happen? Is he going to change name, or is that just going to be too weird?
I think he's always PBM to us at this point.
Yeah, I agree. But like
it's a lot like, little baby. Like he's a grown man, but he's always going to be a little baby.
Yeah.
And like baby, I'm pretty sure he's an adult as well.
Yeah, I mean, like Big L used to be Little L, then he changed his name when he got big. If we're talking like real Harlem, New York rappers. But in Jets talk as well, what do you think of this new kicker that they signed?
He looks a lot like Beast, so I'm excited.
I'm a bit devastated they cut my Swedish brother Anders Carlson. I feel like, he had like I think that one game against the Rams where he didn't do so well, but besides that, he made a lot of field goals. Like he was a lot better than Zerline.
Yeah, but I mean, the thicker kicker is the catchier name. And he might be better. I mean, look, obviously Carlson wasn't wowing them in OTAs and minicamp if they moved on from him already.
Yeah. I mean, like, who knows as well? Like, if we have injuries like we did last year, we might even be able to throw him in the O line or at defensive tackle or something as well. Multiple position player.
Hey Jeff, what's the latest with you and the lovely lady? Any updates?
No, not at the moment. No.
No one has randomly asked you about Zach Wilson in Finland again?
No one has.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're at a loss for words.
Yeah, I'm just trying to not get roasted by the chat.
Well, AJF, way to set the tone. Good job.
Thanks. See ya.
You get the fuck out.
What a start. All right, here we go. More of your calls. We said all calls from a pool earn you a bonus raffle ticket. Artie's live from his pool. What's up, Artie?
Jake, how you doing?
Hello, Artie.
Hey, you know what about Australian Jet fan nobody knows? This dude did a Rubik's Cube in like 6 seconds. It was the fastest thing I ever seen done when we were at the draft party. It was incredible.
Really?
Yeah, not only is he good at picking up chicks, he's good at the Rubik's Cube, too. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, of course.
Well, we don't know how he is at picking up lovely ladies yet. We've never seen this woman. She could be fake for all we know. We need proof. That could be.
And I love when Peter Castro calls. His enthusiasm gets me pumped up, too.
I hope he's right. I really do. I love how confident he is. Hello, Peg. How are you? See, Peg's in the pool. She's making it happen. I love it.
Yes. Yeah, she had the idea she was going to call in separately to try and weasel a couple of extra entries.
Do it.
But,
Why not?
Yeah. So that's it, man. I just wanted to give you a pool call because you were requesting. There's really nothing going on. And I hope all the Asmaniacs are doing well. I hope Purple Belt Mike heals up quick. And we wish him the best.
Love it. Peg, Artie, from the pool. Great call. More of your calls right now. Eric is on the line. What's up, Eric?
Hey, Jake. I would run down to the pool myself, but the weather's been like insane over here.
Where are you based again?
In New Jersey.
Jersey, got it.
1 minute we got like pouring rain. Now it's like sunny. I want to walk down and get struck by lightning. So yeah, don't want to risk it. But you know how earlier you were saying like it takes a little while to build up a winning culture. The only way to do it is winning. I definitely agree with that. But it's really easy to build a losing culture.
Correct.
The last 2 years, we've had no accountability, and it shows up in every way, like stupid penalties, players not wanting to play, pulling in offensive coordinators to try lure players. Like we've been doing that's no tackling and stuff like that. That's all because we are from the coach down, the owner down. There's never any accountability. It looks like Glenn is changing that, so that's at least a step in the right direction. We might not come out like blazing winning, but if we're coming out and being accountable, that's a huge step for me.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. That's a very good point because you can't like build a winning culture right away, but you could definitely build a losing culture right away. So I think that's actually an excellent point. And I think to your point off of that, I think Glenn's done a really good job so far. I don't really have an issue with what Costello was saying there because there's a lot of truth to what he's saying. Like ultimately, Glenn's going to be judged by wins and losses.
Yeah, and like I said, you might not come out with a 10-win season, but if you're not starting off in a negative way, win a game, win 2 games, win 3 games, finish 6, finish 8, finish like the Lions, like where you can see that there's growth, then I can be happy.
Well, I want you to be happy, Eric. You seem like a happy guy.
I try to be. And Jake, I had a question for Gary. I know he's not on right now, but I understand his mindset and where he's coming from, even though I don't agree with it. But I'm just wondering where he stands. Like, all right, so nobody single can vote, no woman can vote. Does that include men and women who are veterans, who served the country, who fought for the right to vote? Does he think they shouldn't be able to vote either?
It's a great question. Great question. Next time he's on and you're on, call in. We'll put you guys on the screen together for this discussion that everyone's dying for.
All right. Thanks, Jake.
Eric checking in. Good call. Ladies and gentlemen, let's check in with a teacher who's enjoying summer, baby. School's out. Snowball, live from maybe Long Island. Hello, Snow.
It's Juneteenth, so we're off from school. Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
So I'm calling in from the pool.
Oh, let's go. If you jump in, you get bonus points. 2 raffle entries.
I am not jumping in there.
Come on, jump in.
It's not clean yet.
It's horrible. Stopped Mike a year ago.
Yeah, but Mike's a lunatic, so that's like, I'm not jumping in the pool. I'm a teacher. I'm smart.
Wow. Okay.
Are you gone? Come on.
Am I gone?
Kind of hoping that we catch. No, I thought no. You're still there.
Okay.
You cut out for
again.
A second.
This is happening.
I'm kind of hoping that we catch some lightning because there's a huge lightning storm in back of me. So sitting right by the pool. That's yeah. Maybe I'm not that smart, but anyway.
How many raffle tickets for you to jump in?
How many raffle tickets? I'm not jumping in.
There's no number?
No.
Wow.
There's no number. It could be no. Not at all. But I think the culture has changed under Glenn. I really do. I think he's bring back the Parcellian ways. So I'm excited for it. And I can't wait to see what happens. I'm a big I have a lot of faith this year. I think we're going to prove a lot of people wrong. I think the record's going to be a lot better than I think a lot of people are estimating.
Inject that into my veins, Snowball.
It's going to happen. 10-7.
10-7. Sign me up, Snowball. 10-7. All right. Maybe you're spending too much time by that green pool. Man, he could have said 100 raffle tickets, and I was prepared to say, yep, done. Jump in that green pool. He could have said any number there, and I would have been like, yep, deal. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. If you're wondering why there's a part 2 because part 1 crashed 40 minutes in, so I'm doing the remainder of the show. That's just a separate stream, but it all kind of follows the same, like the same, concept of the show. We started with AJF, who was the last call on part 1 before the stream crashed. So if you're watching out of order, find part 1. You're welcome. Hopefully that makes sense. Big Country says, I want a jersey. P.S. Gary belongs in a nut house. For today only, we'll count the $5 raffle super chats. Normally it's just 10 because we want to encourage people to gift memberships because that helps the community. But Big Country, thank you. Gary does belong in a nut house. One can definitely argue that. Connor Long. Many were blaming Connor for the reason why the stream crashed. I don't put it on him, although maybe. He's in the raffle for 5. Connor's spending his allowance money to try and win a Justin Fields jersey. Green Gang 365, known Mr. Big Skins, and DJ Dirty Cooch, all receiving a channel membership. Let's get to more of your calls here. We got some legends on the line. Papa Jet is up next. What's up, Papa?
Hey, Jake. Got me?
Got you loud and clear, Papa Jet. How are you?
Doing good. Yourself?
I'm okay.
Okay. Hey, I'm probably gonna be not with the group here, but I'm gonna stick up for 6 rings here. Because I know we don't get it why if he doesn't get it, but with the characters on your show, Jake, I mean, just in the last month, I attended a guinea pig party. I've been on a show teaching a 30-year-old guy how to shave. You know what I'm saying? And people want to kick six rings out. I mean, we had a guy that closed out the show for months, and his name was Chiefs fan, not even a Jets fan. At least 6 rings is a little nice, So I think he's just part of the Jake Asmaniac's Great American Melting Pot. He's just a character, another character.
It's a great point. I guess the question is, can 6 rings understand where the people are coming from that don't like him? Like, can he at least acknowledge the rivalry that the Jet fan has with the Patriot fan? Because he's incapable of even acknowledging why this chat wouldn't just welcome him in right away. And his first call, he was on the attack. That's what is not being discussed. I know he apologized, but that still happened. People don't have to forgive him immediately. He's got to take the slings and arrows like a lot of people do, like Beastbreaker, for example.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree why people are pissed off, but that's why he belongs. He's just another character. I mean, Beast skated on thin ice for months, So he's just another character in like I said, the great Jake Asman melting pot.
I like the take. I don't disagree. I actually think 6 rings is a nice guy. I've tried to explain to him why he doesn't seem to understand why he keeps getting sent to the hole, or why people give him a hard time. It's like you're calling into a Jet show wearing Patriots gear. Like that, it's an automatic. You're gonna incite. It's like a Jewish person going to Iran right now. Like you're asking for it. Like what are we doing?
Yep, I know. I agree, but that's what makes it great. He don't get it, but he's part. He's going to be part of the group.
I get it. Papa Jet, great call, and the beard looks tremendous today. I got to add that as well.
You know what? I'm leaning back in the chair, so I think it's the angle of the dangle. It's a different angle, but
you've reached full Hagrid mode with the beard right now. It's great.
Well,
maybe Dumbledore.
Hey, you'll never have me on the show teaching me how to shave because I don't shave. So
you don't need to shave.
No. Let it go. Charles, let it go. For your own safety.
Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Jet. And if you missed yesterday's show, this is what Papa Jet is referring to on what happened with 6 rings. Enjoy the hole. How does it feel?
I like it here.
No, you don't. I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to bring in the enforcer.
You know who I am, you son of a bitch? Don't talk to me like that. I don't know who you are. Hey, you sit down and you shut the f*** up, number 1. This is Jets territory. Jets. Like shut up when I talk to you. Do you understand me? You're not going to push me around. You're not going to push the Asmaniacs around. I'm the goddamn enforcer. You better recognize me, boy. If you don't take that jersey off right now, I'm going to kick your ass right now. You understand the right to bear arms, buddy. We're getting that in Canada soon. I don't give a crap about Canada right now. This is America, Jack. Take that jersey off and wipe your ass with.
Now look what you've done, 6 rings. You fake Pats fraud. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut you off and cast you out with the sodomites. Some time in here will make you feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it. This is America, Jack. Well done, Beast. Way to get his ass.
There it is. That's the first one that hurt my ribs.
That was a moment yesterday. Unreal. Super chat from Kyle Clifton. He's taking the other side on Papa Jet's take. No defending 6 rings. Chiefs fan was mostly respectful and allowed time for us to get to know him. He is missed. I fear the hood got him. Kyle Clifton in the raffle for 2 with that. If you're just tuning in, Justin Fields jersey giveaway at the end. You gift for that or send in a $10 super chat or higher to enter. You're also in Monday's Joe Namath signed football, Revis signed football, Corbett signed jersey, and Kevin Mawai signed jersey raffle. Australian Jet fan checks in. 6 rings is written to be hated playing the villain. Pretty much. I mean, you call into a Jet show wearing Patriots gear with the nickname 6 rings. Like, you can't do woe is me. The problem is, once again, he doesn't understand why people don't like him. And it's like hard to explain to someone that claims to be a Patriot fan why a Jet fan wouldn't like a Pats fan. He has no knowledge of the history. He couldn't name like 5 current Patriots. Barbarossa says, if I call in from a puddle in my street, does that count? Yes. If you call in laying down in that puddle, Barbarossa, that is 2 tickets. That counts as a pull call. More of your outstanding calls right now. We got some great ones on the line. We'll go in order of how they called in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to say hello to the great David T.
I got my Iron G. I hope you like my Jets take. You know they call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit.
Hi, my friend Jake.
David T, how we doing?
I'm doing just fine. I do have a Jets take at the end, but Purple Belt Mike, I feel he's going to give it real what do you call it? He's going to give it hell in the rehab, and he's going to come out better than ever.
I agree.
And,
I agree.
And I want to promote your I know I've said this before. If you're a Jets fan, don't be afraid to call into Jake's show. He treats you like a man or a woman, and
we even let you vote around here if you're a woman as well.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. I know. Yeah, that's a whole that's a whole other issue. It's kind of silliness, but what was I going to say? Yeah, and to join Jake's show and the Discord is that's a must. And I like the influx of the new callers and all that kind of stuff. So my Jets take is Jake, Garrett Wilson and Sauce. Garrett, that's a no-brainer. But I really feel I couldn't take a chance on not making Sauce the highest paid DB in the league. I couldn't take a chance.
I think getting them both done, David, should be a priority for this regime before they start. I mean, I just think you got the cash flow to do it. They want to be here. It's going to be tough for me to be convinced that both guys shouldn't be extended before the year starts, given how they've operated this offseason.
Absolutely, and I hope it's before the start of the season. And it's so much positivity, and I think they're both capable of being leaders in the future. And Aaron Glenn's hopefully he's building a dynamite team, and we're built for this shit.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. David T.
I got my eye on
Let's go. David T. Brian says the true test of the new Jets culture will be exposed when adversity hits. Yeah, how does Glenn deal with adversity? Because that's coming. You're the Jet coach. You're dealing with adversity. I think that was a major problem for the Salah regime. It was going great. Great. 2-1 last year. Yeah. Then Denver happens. Season collapsed. 6-3 in 2022. Wins in Pittsburgh. Win against Green Bay. Feeling great. Collapsed. They didn't handle, it's not like they had a ton of success, but they never handled some success when they had it. And you can't have that. Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps one of the more important phone calls in the history of this show could be coming. On the line right now is the Charles Gorman.
Hey, Charles! You'll never get my chicken soup recipe. Hey, Charles! I'm not saying that Lowski takes steroids. I need some of it. Hey, Charles! Who is that lovely lady? Send it this way, Charles!
Hey, Jake. How are you?
Charles, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm at friendlies with Steady Eddie. You know, my brother.
Oh, let's go. Friendlies? Are we celebrating a job, Charles? That's what everyone wants to know.
I tried to contact Burger King today. The phone line was busy. Nick got back to me. He said he wanted me to be patient, wait for them to contact me. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So
I'm just hanging out with my brother because it's been a while since we've hung out together, my brother and I. I just got news my brother's gonna go to graduate school.
No, I'm applying to graduate.
He's applying for graduate school for St. Elizabeth University in Morristown.
Good luck, Steady Eddie.
Thank you.
As for Aaron Glenn's culture, I kind of feel a bit of a culture change. The fact that he's establishing authority, that he's not taking crap from anybody, that he's establishing, leadership, true, legitimate leadership, accountability, responsibility, and the players are buying into that. I think the reason why Salah didn't do so well because he was a big softie. He was a fraud, as a lot of people would say. He was a fraud. He was too soft. He didn't have the backbone to be a great coach. He was the type of guy that would rather be your friend to try to be respected and feared in this business, and that to me is not going to cut it.
Hey, Charles, Knob wrote in, can I buy Charles a Conehead sundae?
I just had a cookies and cream sundae, so I'm good with that.
Now, did you have dinner already?
Yeah, I just had dinner. I had a honey barbecue burger.
You guys are eating dinner pretty early there. What time did you get the friendlies? 5 o'clock? What are you, like a 80-year-old woman?
No, we got here around, 4:45?
That's even earlier.
5 o'clock. Around 5 o'clock, yeah.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Our parents are at physical therapy right now. So we had dinner early. Sometimes we have dinner early. We're that type of people.
Yeah, you're an early bird special. You're like my grandma.
How old is your grandma?
Why are you into her?
No. My grandmother is 99.
I'm just asking, jeez.
I'm not. I just want to know, how old is your grandmother? You're shocked how old my grandmother is. How old is your grandmother? 80?
One is 85 and one is 93, 94.
God bless her, man. God bless them.
Yeah. They're big fans of yours.
I appreciate that.
They'd like to take you to the early bird special.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. I know you got a lot of time on your hands.
I know.
You're waiting for Burger King to call you back.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for them too. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Another thing I want to add is that I know Peter Castro's discussed with Anthony Volpe. I'm more disappointed with Anthony Volpe. I know he's got talent, but he's very inconsistent. He's a very streaky player. I'm glad the Yankees won today. About friggin' time. They should have won yesterday. But it's none of my business.
What do you mean it is your business? You're a Yankee fan.
That's what I meant to say, my pod. But I'm glad they won today. Rodon pitched a good game. He's been good for us this year. He's been pitching with a backbone similar to what he did last year.
Hey, Charles. Dylan makes a good point. Why not apply to friendlies? You're there all the time.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, my God. He's going to go. Give us the phone to Steady Eddie. We'll talk to your brother. Or you can just take us. Yeah, this is probably for the best. Eddie, what are your thoughts on your brother's quest to get a job?
Good. It's encouraging. I'm very happy about that.
He's got a great coach. Nick Shine is a tremendous job coach.
Yes, he is. He is.
Coach Mosk, we're not sold on her, Steady Eddie. She's like the Jeff Ulbrich of job coaches.
Okay, I got good news. They're not hiring.
Okay. All right. Well, they're not hiring. They said.
Ever?
They're not hiring right now.
They're full.
Well, they might need someone down the line. Could you ask if you could send your resume to someone to be kept on file?
She's not taking anything right now. Charles said she's not taking anything right now.
Nothing. They have no. Friendlies has such an illustrious staff. No one ever leaves.
Well, I'm hoping that thing with Burger King pulls through from my brother. I'm hoping that because it'll be right by his apartment, won't be a far commute, and he'll get his work experience and everything like that.
Yeah, I hope so. This has been a long time coming.
Yes, I agree. I'm gonna give you back to Charles. I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you so much, Jake.
You got it, Eddie. I'm happy you're going to grad school potentially. That's awesome. Good luck.
Thank you. What was I going to say?
What they said to you, Charles, that they're not hiring like at all summer? Like you couldn't even.
They're already full. They said. I said, "Are you hiring now?" She said, "No, we're full."
Well, next time that happens, be like, "Hey, can I get your email to send you my resume just in case something comes up?"
I will, no problem.
Gator says, "What other stores are near Friendlies? Can Charles apply to all of them?"
There's a bagel place that's closed right now. It's a hot bagel and deli place.
That's an option.
Yeah, but I think they're closed right now, so I'll wait. Yeah, they're closed right now.
Knob Craft writes in, "Why is my man fronting like he doesn't have a room for an ice cream cone with 3 Reese's Pieces and whipped cream here? You're a grown-ass man now." I think you should just let Knob buy you a Conehead sundae at this point.
I just had ice cream.
You are full.
I'm full, thank you.
That's never stopped you before.
I'm good, Jake. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it, Knobcraft. Thank you very much, but I'm good right now.
What's on the agenda tonight, Charles?
Well, I'm going to go spend some time with my parents.
Okay.
I just went back to the house to pick up some lunch for tomorrow. And I want to spend time with my father. Obviously, I want to ask him how it was working, everything. My parents just came back from physical therapy. I think my parents are on their way back home to their house from physical therapy. So that's good. I mean, obviously Friday, I'm going to go to program. Sunday, I'm going to hang out. Saturday, I'm going to hang out with my friend Colin.
Brian writes in, "Hiring the best customer is a fast way for a restaurant to go out of business."
Interesting to know.
Maybe that's why they won't hire you. They know you're such a reliable customer.
Probably, yeah.
The Friendlies where I grew up in Syosset, it went out of business. I mean, you're single-handedly keeping whatever Friendlies location you're at in New Jersey open.
That's good to know.
Dave Briga says you need to go on a fast until you find a job. Enough.
I don't do fasting. Fasting is not my strong suit.
Dave Briga doesn't want you to eat, not even a crumb.
Sorry. Gotta eat, baby. Gotta eat.
Peter Castro says, "Who pays the rent?"
I pay the rent. I paid it at the beginning of this month.
Yeah, Peter Castro. Frank P says, "Shave."
Most shave probably either tomorrow or Saturday.
Do better than the last time.
I will. Don't worry.
All right.
How are you doing, Jake? How's Zach?
Zach's doing well. Eric says I can go for a milkshake right now.
I love me some milkshakes, but I'm stuffed right now. So,
All right.
I love chocolate milkshake. I love strawberry milkshakes. Hey, you all right, bro? Oh, I know you were excited about that article I sent you.
Peg and Artie. Charles, did you put the microwave cart
No,
together?
I didn't
Peg
do
got
that
you.
yet. My parent, I didn't do that yet. I plan on doing that at some point when I get one. I plan on doing that soon. Don't you guys worry.
Is the toaster still in the closet in the Gorman estate?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Any truth to the rumor that you make milkshakes that bring all the Asmaniacs to the yard?
He said, Charles, milkshakes bring all the Asmaniacs to the yard. Well, I got to make sure if none of them are lactose intolerant. You know, you can't just give them all milkshake and expect this great thing. You got to.
Peter Castro with quite the allegation here. Is this true?
Yes, Peter, with your mom.
Whoa. Got him.
I don't
want
think
some productivity around the house.
I will do some productivity around the house. Don't you worry, Dylan.
New Q says he likes him old. I mean, that is true. He was hitting on my grandma earlier.
I was not hitting on your grandmother.
Sounds like you were. You were asking for their ages. I know what you're up to, you dog.
I'm not that type of dog.
Woof, woof. I know what you're thinking.
Calm your freaky down.
All right. You watch it.
That's all I really have. Oh, I know you were kind of a bit disappointed with the post. I replied to you yesterday on Discord.
Well, I thought the Spider-Man thing you were telling me about was the cartoon coming back. I didn't realize it was just a comic book.
Well, it's a comic book that serves as a sequel to the 1994 animated series.
Yeah,
It's
but
coming
I don't
out
like to
in September.
read. I don't like reading. I wanted the animated show that I grew up watching. I thought that's what they were bringing back.
Well, here's the thing. Depending on how well the comic does in terms of reception and sales-wise, it could bring it back via sequel, like it
All
did
right.
with the 92 X-Men animated series. So,
Well,
I love comic books, man.
do
I'm
you?
definitely waiting to get that out in September.
All right. Well, you keep me posted on that, all right?
No problem, man. Take care, Jake.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your friendly's meal, Charles.
Hi, I'm Charles, and I'm going to talk about Spider-Man and movies and sports and video games and maybe hot chicks.
Okay. Open phone lines. You get a raffle ticket when you call. For those tuning in late, Justin Fields jersey, end of the show. And the algorithm for YouTube is definitely now screwing me because there's way less people watching the show live than we had on the first show. So because StreamYard crashed, I feel like a lot of people didn't realize we had to restart the show for a part 2. So for those of you that came over from part 1 that survived the tech issue, thank you, because that screwed up the afternoon here. Let's see. Did I miss any super chats? I don't think I did. Reminder, if you gift the membership, you're in the raffle like the Lupman just did. He is in for 5. Luppy, thank you very much.
Oh.
Wow, at the same time, Luppy gifted a membership. Our guy Rick Kent gifted 10. So the chat is exploding on my end. I don't know if these are from Rick or from Luppy when I shout you out, but 5 of them are from Luppy, 10 are from Rick. Thank you to Rick Kent for always paying it forward. 10 raffle tickets for Rick, and of course, 10 more members for the Asmaniacs.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
Okay, Brandon McNeely, Jacob Banuelos, Bob DiMucci, Eric Bonilla, Shaft, Lawrence Toppin, Pete, Deladrain, Nikkei, Maurice, Richard Ascudo, Steve Marzuki, Michael Felice, and Frank, or Farouk, I guess it is, all receiving channel memberships. Click that thumbs up button. That's the like button. Helps the algorithm. Hopefully get some more Jet fans in here. To part 2, we had tech issues on part 1. If you're tuning in late, confused why there's 2 thumbnails that look the same. Title, I got to edit after the show. But for those of you watching live, thank you because it was a nightmare switching the show over. Open phone lines. For those of you who want in, I'm going to keep collecting the raffle tickets here. We will be live tomorrow. Joe Caparoso will join me on the first show tomorrow in the 10 a.m. Eastern hour. And then Nick Faria will join us in his weekly spot. We're moving Nick to the afternoon slot tomorrow. So we got 2 more shows for you to cap off another week of weekday programming. Quick PSA. Bunch of you reached out about Tampa. If you need a link to a hotel that's discounted, we got a room block set up. If you need tickets in either section, in the 100 section, 200 section, or 300 section, all that is available. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Tailgate, you could buy your ticket to now. It's cheaper to do it this far out than it will be when we get closer. And the event the night before is free. It's at Gaspar's Patio Bar and Grill. We're working on some special guests that night. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, a little PSA on Tampa because I keep getting emails every day from listeners inquiring. Peter Castro, me and Neil partying up tomorrow night. Well, we're going to get Neil and Castro together. I love that. 6 Rings is in the chat. I work nights sometimes. 6 Rings, you better thank Papa Jet for defending you. That guy's got a heart of gold. All right, comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Simple question. Has Aaron Glenn given you confidence in the Jet culture? That's what we started the first show talking about. Beastbreaker immediately writes in, shut up, Patriots 12. You need to get the hell out of here. PA says, Dave really hates Charles. I don't think Dave hates Charles. Dave wants Charles to get a job. Dave Brigger's from the old school. He believes in tough love and discipline and achievement. Luppy says, no confidence until we see wins. That's kind of where I'm at. I would say I have some confidence. I don't have a ton of confidence in the quarterback. That's my issue. I'm trying to believe in Fields, but I've never been a Fields guy. Like, I'd be disingenuous. I'm like, now I think he's going to be great. Like, I have major doubts. I hope I'm wrong. Trying to manifest good things. Like, give Jet fans his jersey at the end of the show. Dave Brigger writes in, I love Charles. He needs tough love to go long-term, like a Jets culture change required. Love it. AJF says Charles is out there making the effort. Brigger should be more supportive. Rick Kent says Charles needs tough love. Patriots 12 says, Kyle, you want to be accepted. You know what? I'm not going to go there. That's why you call like me. I mean, Kyle Clifton's a Jet fan. That's why he calls. He's become a regular on the show because he's a passionate Jet fan, and I try to give fans the outlet to voice their opinions on the team here. On the Jets. You're a Patriots fan. Kyle says, I'm accepted because I could read the room. Six Rings, call in right now. Let's try and hash this out. All right. Dylan says Gorman needs to show more effort and not rely on BK. I agree. I do think it's hilarious that Dylan, I think it was you, right? You suggested, why doesn't he work at Friendly's? And he just gets up and he goes and asks. That's what he should be doing at all these places he frequents. Nobody eats out more besides me than Charles Gorman. Or at least when I do it, I don't need to Venmo someone to get $20 to get a burger. Ladies and gentlemen, if you send them to the hole, I kindly ask that you don't do it immediately. Let's hear them out for a moment, and then all bets are off. Ladies and gentlemen, sound the alarm. Six Rings. Are you wearing a Miami Dolphins shirt?
Yeah, I go to Miami sometimes.
Oh, my God. This just gets even worse.
No, listen. I have a lot of
just said. Ignore what I just said. If you send him to the hole, it's fine. You have no backbone. You have no spine. At least if you're going to be the Patriots guy on the show, be the Patriots fan. You can't root for the Dolphins, too.
No, I don't root. I have a lot of shirts. I have
Why
Raptors
are you wearing the
t-shirts.
gear? If you're a Patriot fan, you should hate the Dolphins. They're in the division.
No, I have a lot of shirts. This is old, actually.
Who cares?
No, look, I have a lot of clothes. I have
Right, so do
Raptor
I.
t-shirts.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding
man,
me?
it's a t-shirt. It doesn't mean anything to me.
How do you not understand the whole point?
Who cares?
How are you wearing a Dolphin? Yeah, people accuse me of like these calls are all plants. I swear, you are not a plant. You're a real human being who thinks it's acceptable
man,
to be
it's a t-shirt.
It says Dolphins on it.
Who cares?
You're supposed to be a Patriots fan. You can't.
But I have a Raptors shirt.
What does that have to do with the Patriots?
No, I just have a lot of clothes.
Oh my God. And
you know what? I have a lot of clothes, actually. My friend's a Bills fan. He was wearing an Eagles shirt. It doesn't mean anything.
your friends are all not real fans. They're frauds. You won't find any diehard fan of their team wearing a division rival's clothing. I'd rather be caught dead than wear Miami Dolphins gear.
No, man, it's cool. I like the
No,
city.
it's not cool. This is what you don't understand. You ask why you're not being accepted by the community. This is why I'm trying to help you. You don't seem to understand what you're doing.
No, it's okay if I get sent to the hole.
You realize people think that you're like my cousin or you're like my friend, that you're like a plant or whatever.
Man, I don't care what people think. You know, I'm happy where I am in life.
You clearly do. You get very upset every time you get sent to the hole.
Because I'm just here to interact, you know.
What do you mean you're here to interact? You're here to troll.
No, I don't troll.
What do you mean you don't troll? All you do is troll.
Oh, man. You know what? I like the city. I have Miami Heat shirts.
I don't care. I don't care. It has nothing to do with football. We're talking about you wearing Patriots gear, now wearing Dolphins gear. You were the height of a fraud fan. You are the worst kind of fan. You have no backbone, no spine. You're gutless.
I don't think so, just on a shirt. It's a
Gutless.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the ASMANIAC Rumble.
Bro, how do you? Why?
But
First
it's a
of all,
t-shirt.
why do you want to be? Well, excuse me.
You guys attacked me for wearing a Dolphins. Who
We
cares?
tag you, bro. This is a Jet show. You picked the two teams that we couldn't stand for the past 50 freaking years, bro.
I don't. This is a shirt I got from when I was in Miami on my vacation.
But you're wearing it here.
I'm not
on the Jet show.
I didn't call in like that. Oh.
What do you mean you didn't call it? You just changed while you were on the air? What are you talking about, bro? You're trolling or something.
I'm not trolling. Like,
yeah, you are. You have to be. You can't be this dumb, bro. This is a Jet show.
Okay, so I should go find a Patriot show or a Dolphin show?
Yeah, go find a Patriot show. That's what everybody's saying.
So
go
you're
find
telling me you don't have any other shirt. You don't have a Lakers shirt.
No. Of other football teams? Hell no.
What shirts do you have?
No.
Do you have like a Lakers shirt?
No. No, I don't. I have Jets shit. That's it. This is a Jets show. Get it through your head, bro. And you say that you have anxiety and stuff, right? Everybody.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Like
a lot of people suffer with anxiety, exactly. But why are you causing more anxiety by calling into a Jets show wearing other teams' jerseys and friggin' shirts?
It's a shirt I got in Miami. Like my friend. Oh man, who cares? It's a shirt. Like. Who cares?
It's a team. What are you talking about? It's a team of one of the most hated rivals of the Jets, them and the Patriots. If you wore green, you wouldn't get shit. But
so
guess
what if I have a Jets hat?
Of that? Huh?
Like I have all these teams. Like that doesn't make you.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? It doesn't make you. It makes you not a fan of the Jets. It makes you a fan of these other two teams.
I'm not a fan of the Dolphins. I got the shirt in Miami.
You know what time it is? A beast breaker, 666. I'm gonna take my fist and shove it up your ass, and then he gotta go.
You son of a bitch! You're back here again, aren't you? What did I tell you yesterday? First of all, you can take that goddamn Miami Dolphins shirt off, wipe your goddamn ass, and get the hell out of here. I'm not going to tell you again. And you can wipe that disgusting shit-eating grin off your face because this right here, this is your fake card right here. So you got one of two choices. You either can get the hell out of here,
buddy. I'm not intimidated.
Or come on, you want a piece of this? You piece of shit. I'm gonna tell you right here, right now.
Buddy,
you're on
shut
the wrong
the fuck
goddamn.
up.
No, you shut the fuck up when I speak.
Buddy, I don't sweat you,
Shut
bro.
the
I
fuck
don't
up.
have to
I don't want to
swear.
hear your mouth. I don't want to hear your goddamn mouth. You're on the wrong channel and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. I told you this yesterday. Now get your stupid, lame, over the top, yellow, cheesy ass. Get the hell out of here, and you can take that Dolphin shirt with you and take your 10-cent ass and get the hell off this channel and leave. Get the hell out of here. We don't want your services here. We are better off without you here. So take a licking, get the stepping, and march your yellow, sorry ass out of this channel right the fuck now. Get out of here. I don't want you here. You're not worth it here. You're not even worth a zit on my ass. Let's go. Get the hell out of here.
I don't have to. You talk too much.
Yeah, you know what? I kicked your ass all night long, buddy boy. And you know what? I've had more women on my nuts better than you. So you ain't nothing but a troll. You're a worthless troll who has nothing better to do but sit there and lie like a little rat on a platter plate. So, boy, let me give you a little history lesson. I whip more ass than you. I kick more ass than you. I got more women than you. And, boy, on your best day, you could lace my boots, carry my bags, or touch my jock. So, boy, I'm going to tell you right here. You got two. Get out and see ya.
Now look what you've done, 6 rings. You fake patch fraud. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut you off and cast you out with the sodomites. Some time in here will make you feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it. It's always something. We'll see you later, 6 rings. We gotta let the temperature cool down a little bit. How is he wearing a Dolphin shirt? Like, at least if he was gonna continue to be the Pats fan, like, you could make a career on the show being a heel. See Allen, see Bang Mateo. JJ has his moments, Gary. Like, when you put on the Dolphin shirt and you act surprised, and oh, it's just a t-shirt. How many times I got to hear him say that he got it in Miami? Cool, man. That's awesome. Who cares? You're wearing a division rival's gear. That makes you the definition of a fraudulent fan. He's like, I have Raptors gear. That has nothing to do with football. Great. I went to a Las Vegas Golden Knights game. The giveaway was a hat. I had it. I don't wear it. I'm not a Las Vegas Golden Knights fan. And they're not a rival of the hockey team I root for. But, like, I don't wear other teams' gear if you're a real fan of your teams. 6 rings. Unless you have, like, a kid that is on the Miami Dolphins, there's no excuse for you to be wearing a division rival's gear. Paganardi with a $10 super chat in the raffle for 2. 6 rings is obviously doing this shit intentionally. I want to think he is, but I don't think it is that. I really don't. Because I've seen him on, like, Bobby's show. He's the same character. He never breaks character. I think it's just him. Mike Perez says that 6 rings kind of looks like Adam Gase. I'm going to have to review the tape on that. Chef Jet fan. WTF is a killer meter. Hey, you just got to go with it. What an eventful show, huh? More of your calls right now. Kyle Clifton is not a 6 rings fan, and he's called back in. Kyle, your thoughts?
You know, he keeps on saying, who cares? You know who cares?
We
People
do.
who call into a Jets YouTube show in June. Those are the people who care. Are you kidding me? that I don't know what to do with this guy. A Miami Dolphins shirt now? Like if you ever walk down the street with a Miami Dolphins shirt and like Buffalo Bills earmuffs and like a Patriot scarf, the guy would be institutionalized. They would throw him in a rubber truck and cart him away.
Yeah, but Kyle, you just want to be accepted.
I mean, there are some people calling to the show that might want that. I mean, Gary's been pretty adamant that he doesn't care if people accept him. I don't really care one way or the other. But this guy clearly wants to be accepted, and he doesn't understand how he's put up hurdles to us accepting him. If he was not showing up in the stream wearing Patriot stuff or telling us that the jersey behind him is worth more than our entire franchise, we probably would come around to him and welcome him with open arms. But that's not the way this has gone. Am I missing something here?
No, you're right. I'm going to honestly, I hope he calls back in Bills gear just to complete the trifecta. That would be funny. If he calls back in a Josh Allen jersey. At that point, I would just laugh.
Thank you, Jake.
Kyle Clifton. Well done, sir. Another raffle ticket for Kyle. Love the passion. Luppy says 6 rings, more like 6 teams. I mean, I feel like we've only scratched the surface with this 6 rings guy, no doubt. Snowball's called back in. Your thoughts, Snowball?
I think he's a man without a country. So I think can we embrace him? Can we bring him into Jet Nation?
No. He should just
clearly will wear any jersey. And
you know what he should do? He should be like Rob Lowe and just wear an NFL Shield hat. Root for the Shield, all right? He roots for the all 32. That's it. Just wear an NFL logoed hat and T-shirt.
The lightning storm is over, so I've reconsidered jumping in.
Ooh.
So if you're still offering raffle tickets, I'll jump.
All right. How many do you need to jump in?
I don't know. How many are you offering?
Well, let's say 10 is $50 in value.
What's the going rate?
And 20 is 100. Well, I'll ask the chat right now.
Yeah.
How much do you believe Snowball? Can we see the pool again? Can we get an idea what you'd be jumping into?
What's that?
Can we see the pool? We got to get a feel for the land. That's a green pool right there.
It's very green.
I think it's 20 right there.
20.
20.
It's got to be
$100. It's $100 in value.
Yeah, that's a green algae filled pool.
And
I think you have to up your ante.
Okay. How about 20? And you get an Aaron Glenn AGHC shirt for my merch store.
And
wow. I don't think PBM did this for free. I don't think he got anything. You're making out like a bandit here.
All right. How about 50 raffles?
50 raffles. Okay, but
no merch, just 50 raffles.
It can't count for the daily raffle though, because that would be unfair.
Can't count for the Can't count for the daily.
It will count for the weekly raffle. That's $250 in value. That's a pretty good deal to jump in an algae infected pool.
Okay. All right. Let me get ready.
All right. We need the positioning of the phone. We want to make sure we have quite the visual when we do this here.
Can you see it?
Also, I definitely got fleeced in
the
this
pool?
negotiation. Yes, we see the pool. I'm just thinking out loud here. You're lucky I like you, Snowball. I definitely got fleeced.
All right. Ready? Can't believe I'm doing this.
There we go.
Gotta take my glasses off.
All
right, here we go. Running jump or what?
Running
full
jump.
Screen?
Full. Yeah. Can you make your phone horizontal so we could get a full thing?
Better?
There we go. Yeah, much better. All right, let's go full screen here. Also, I'm going to put dramatic music under it too. Really set the stage. Hold on. All right, Snowball. Whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. Here we go. Give me a countdown.
Your audio is crap, so hopefully you still hear me. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go, Snowball. Woo! He did it, folks. He did it. That might be the last time we ever see him. But Snowball did it. Snowball, call him when your audio gets fixed. Well done. We do have a splash. That was a pretty epic jump. Maybe I didn't get fleeced after all. That was pretty good. For June content, that's pretty good. Snowball, 50 raffle tickets. Weekly raffle. We did it for daily. That'd be crazy. So that's a fair deal. Now, Rick Kent says PBM did it for 5 memberships. I paid it, so I remember. Now, I got those memberships. So, Rick, you're obviously someone we trust. You're a man of integrity. I'm going to give Mike, especially given his ACL injury, I'm going to give Mike an extra 5 raffle entries. Because if it's true that Mike did it for 5 memberships last year, let's give Mike 5 raffle tickets then for Monday's raffle. Love it. That was worth it. That was a good splash right there. Quality splash by Snowball. Dixon says, Jake, check your Discord. I'm doing a show right now, Dixon. I'll check in a moment. More of your calls right now. Now, Papa Jet called in earlier to defend 6 Rings. I wonder if his opinion has changed at all after 6 Rings' most recent call. Papa Jet, your thoughts?
You got me, buddy.
We got you.
Jake, I would just like to offer my sincere apologies to Asmaniac Nation. So I love this community, so I'm begging for their forgiveness. Because the Miami shirt did it.
Wow.
You know, I tried, but the other day you had a show where people were saying their most hated division rival, and for me, it's Miami. Ever since the Mud Bowl, it's been Miami. And he came on with the Miami. Where's his old Jets shirt? He had an old Miami shirt, but not a Jets shirt. So please accept my apology, nation, please. That's all I got.
Papa Jet, thank you for the call. How about that? 6 Rings' biggest ally, he no longer has him. When you lose Papa Jet, you lose the Asmaniacs. When you lose Cronkite, you lose America. When you lose Papa Jet, you lose the Asmaniacs. More calls before we wrap. Snowballs. No, he just dropped off again. Devin is on the line. He's next. Hey, Devin. Unmute your mic, Devin.
Hey, Jake. What's going on, bro?
How are you, Devin?
Man, I'm all right, man. I got a couple of I love you, bro. This show is just amazing. What happens on this show is it's just not. I can't even explain it to anybody. It's just you got to see it.
Was that a fair deal I made with Snowball?
I think it was a fair deal.
Okay.
I think it was more than a fair deal, actually. But then again, I don't know because I wouldn't have jumped in an algae pool for 50 tickets. So I don't know, but it sounds fair. Is that right? Is that okay?
I mean, there's $250 in value. That's I think I gave him a more than fair deal, and I questioned it at first, but I think he did a great job with the jump and the splash, and I think it ended up being worth it.
I think he did too, and I also think that's enough money for him to cover his urgent care visit. So
that's true.
So I got a question for you in the chat, and it's a moral dilemma. Before I say that, though, I want to say something that if I'm a God-fearing man as Gary is, and if he is, this should blow his mind, right? So his lack of respect for women is because he thinks men should rule everything, and whatever the man says should go, and da-da-da-da. We all have this spiel, right? Got it. However, if he's a man of God and he read the Bible, then I would ask him, who was the first person that Jesus revealed himself to? The answer is a woman. Her name was Mary Magdalene. Mary of Magdalene. You could go look it up. It's not for me to check. I'm not someone that I learned that going to church myself. So I say that to say, if there were men that went into the tomb, didn't see him, and a woman went in after them, and then he revealed himself to her, who was the first woman of the church? I rest my case with that. I'm going to let that go. Gary, you still on that, and I'll let you, I respect whatever your opinion is, man. So that was my first thing, right? My AG point, you know I love AG. I don't even know the confidence thing. Am I confident in AG? Listen, everyone's going to be upset with him a lot, but when we get these wins, everyone is going to love him. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and that's how it is. And I understand too, you know, as much as I said my little 12-5 prediction is the floor, and I'm wholeheartedly believing that. And that's why I'm calling in, because I love Justin Fields. So I want another ticket on that raffle. I need that jersey because I'm gonna have to get it. But so that's my and why am I confident in AG? Man, just listen to him. Just, man, we've had idiots for, I think that's the problem. Like, we've been brainwashed to like think that, okay, Gates was terrible, and then we got Saleh, and it was like, oh, he looks competent, especially when he was in, you know, on the 49ers, run up and down the sideline. We're like, yo, this is the dude we could rally behind. He's gonna rally, you know, and he's got some good defensive scheme, but he couldn't make in-game adjustments and whatever else. So, but Aaron Glenn, he made freaking chicken salad with chicken crap and with the Lions in the playoffs last year. You know what I mean? When they went on their run. And that's, if he could do that, man, and his eye for detail. So I just think he's an A-type personality. He's going to be obsessed, and I know he's going to not fail. He's not going to fail, and he's not going to have. And also, if there's someone that's not doing their job, guess what? That's what's not going to happen. They're not going to stick around. Their ass is gone. So I'm confident in that as well. Now to my moral dilemma for you in the chat, bro. I have this pear tree in my yard, and it makes some of the most. It gives me some of the most delicious pears. Oh, it's so good. As I told you, I'm a man of God, right? But my problem is, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna show you this. My problem is fucking squirrels. I have these fucking squirrels that live in this tree right here in that fucking little hole. And it's like they die and then they come back. Because these are baby squirrels. There's like 2 baby squirrels. But look at my pear tree, man. You see this? These things come out so naturally delicious, and there's an abundance of them. But then look at the ground. Look at this, Jake. You see this? These motherfuckers, they take like a couple of bites, one bite, fucking drop it. So here, look at that. That's terrible. You see this? I have all these fucking pears on the ground. And the problem is the pears don't get ripe until July, end of July, beginning of August. So I got a lot of time left, right? And last year I got like, I think every other year it produces more, odd years more. So last year there wasn't a lot on the tree, but there's a good enough for. So do I kill the squirrels?
You know,
I don't want to take a life. But
I don't think I'm qualified. I can't opine on proper yard work protocol there. I don't know. Maybe someone out there knows, is knowledgeable on this. I don't know what you're supposed to do, Devin, but I do feel for you. That pear tree looks wonderful, and those damn squirrels. Amazing. Man, sorry to hear that.
So, chat, what do you think I should do? Somebody got a solution, because, man, I'm telling you, when I was cutting my grass on was it Saturday? I almost went to the what's the damn store? I almost went to the store and got a pellet gun, man. I'm like, man, I'm gonna shoot these motherfuckers. But then I'm like, I got to take a life. I'm just going to take a life for no reason. With these fucking squirrels, right? But that's my dilemma. So, chat, if y'all can help a brother out, let me know.
Salt gun, says Jets Johnny.
Jets Johnny?
Salt
Jets
gun?
Johnny, you going to tell me? Salt gun. Oh, I have to look at that. I have to look at that option. And I could just humanely throw them out my yard, maybe throw them in the middle of the street, and hopefully a fucking vulture grab their ass. I don't know.
If you're not watching live and you have a suggestion for Devin, write it down in the comments whenever you get to
I
this part of the
appreciate
show.
that. I appreciate that. Two things. Oh, I had to take my daughter to water country today. It's about everybody jumping in pool. I should have called from there just before we left because we just got back. But and my other thing was because I was at water country, I didn't get an update on what's going on with Purple Belt Mike, and I just I'm really thinking about that dude, man. Hope you're all right, PBM.
Yeah, torn ACL, Devin. So
Oh,
I know. We're hoping Mike makes a full recovery as quickly as he can.
bro, I'm sorry, man. I hope you make a speedy recovery, bro. And man, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. That sucks. But you're usually young, bro. You'll bounce back. You're doing karate again next year. But I appreciate you, Jake, and appreciate all the Asmaniacs. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Devin.
You get the fuck out.
Maybe we could reach out to Aaron Glenn and ask him what he would do if he was in Devin's situation. Snowball has called back in. Has he dried off from the jump-a-ball jumps? Snow, how we feeling?
I don't feel too good. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I feel like I got algae in my brain.
You look like your skin's starting to turn green.
I was gonna say I'm not feeling too well. I think I'm starting to get sick, but I could have helped. I could have helped Devin because since we're all walking in our yards and doing things like this, I have a raspberry bush in back of me, and this little guy keeps all the vermin away. So
wow, okay.
Tell him to get a fake owl.
Fake owl, Devin. There it is.
Owl.
That's smart.
It's humane. It's humane. You don't salt gun and shoot things. So they just stay away naturally.
I like that. That's smart.
That's it.
Owls. Hawk says you should go take a shower.
Yeah, I'm definitely headed to the shower right now. I just wanted to call in and tell people that. How did it look? I didn't even see it.
It looked pretty good. I mean, you got a tremendous push off, great splash. I think you did a great job.
All right, I'm expecting a gator video where an alligator comes out of the pool and eats me or something, or a shark. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Snowball.
You get the fuck out.
We're putting him in the daily raffle for 2 with his 2 calls of excellence there, and then he'll get the 50 raffles for the weekly one on Monday. All right, home stretch here. I still got to get the names put together. So we got a couple calls left. Jersey Jet, you've been waiting the longest. You're next, my friend. What do you got for us?
Hey, what's going on, Jake? What's up, chat? PBN, man. Godspeed, bro. We counting on you like we counting on JJ to make that comeback. For 6 rings, man, he need to man up. I do the same shit to Giant fans. It started out on Facebook and in this big group chat, and I go in there and I go in on them, and that's my role in the community, man. Grab some balls, man. Y'all got 6 rings, so you got something to stand on. Stop whining. If you gonna stick around, then when I saw that other jersey, he just ain't really a real Jet football fan. So it don't really matter to him. That's probably why he don't understand how he's coming across to us. Cause if he read the chat yesterday, 90% of the people was Miami was first. AJ Dewey haunted my dreams until Tom Brady. And for him to go from that to that, he's just unaware. Because can't be nothing else, man. It can't be nothing else. Until Devin, they got those owls with a head move and the eyes blink, and that shit work out. Because squirrels, they like tomatoes and cucumbers too. In Jersey, heavily. They love that shit. Peace, chat.
The fake owl might work. It sounds like that's the move.
Yeah. Go on Amazon. They all over the place.
I love it. What should we name Snowball's fake owl?
Congratulations, Snowball. First off, his Bobby. Bobby.
Want to name it Bobby?
Bobby
all right.
Midnight. Yeah. Bobby Midnight.
Bobby Midnight, the fake owl.
You get the fuck out.
I like it. Good call, Jersey Jet. All right, one last call here, and then I got to count the names. Well, are we going to get another pool call potentially? Artie's back with us. Hello, Artie.
Hey, Jake, I wanted to show Devin because I had a problem with squirrels with my garden, and I bought a little scarecrow, and these things are terrified of it. No problem. Get a scarecrow, Devin.
Okay, I see the scarecrow in the back there. I couldn't find it at first. There it is.
That's all.
Artie, thank you very much.
You get the fuck out.
I love it. Hey, Jeff, I see you're just like hanging out on hold. Do you have anything?
Yeah. I just I checked. Six Rings has been in the chat, so if he joins again, he'll have to come back and watch this. But like, I think for him to understand, like, he needs to know that the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Patriots, they're all enemies. Like, they all hate each other, right? So wearing another team's stuff is like a big no. It's like, for example, like Finland and Russia hate each other. Ukraine and Russia, they don't like each other. You won't see anyone in Finland wearing Russian stuff because they're mortal enemies. Like the Jedi and Sith, they hate each other. You won't see a Jedi going around with a red lightsaber. So like that's the premise. Like you pick your team, you represent them. If you represent someone else, then you're showing your support for someone that you're not supposed to support. And
Ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen, he
that's
might
what I
be
have
in
to say.
Finland and he might be originally from Australia, but he understands how fandom works.
You get the fuck out.
All right, before we get to the raffle, the big fella is still with us. Big fella, what do you got for us?
Hey man, I'm thinking Devin should get a cat. He should get a cat. That would get rid of all the squirrels. And if he doesn't get a cat, shoot the little bastards and make stew, bro. That's what you should do.
Wow, strong take.
Yeah. PBM, you got this, bro. You got this. We're all behind you, man. And Six Rings, he's a troll. I will never accept him, bro. I gave him an opportunity. He has to be a troller. He's the dumbest fucking guy I've ever seen because it's like he just doesn't get it. Also, he probably, like I said yesterday, he probably doesn't know who knocked out Drew Bledsoe to get to Tom Brady. He doesn't know. He doesn't know anything. So he could suck on some more maple syrup. And I have a name for Snowball's owl.
Yes.
Let's call it Twat
This is what
Rocket.
we're doing, by the way, in June.
Let's
I
call
have a
it
name
Twat
for
Rocket.
Snowball's owl. What a cost. Yes. What's the name? Sorry, I was laughing.
Twat Rocket.
Okay.
That's what I think it should be called, bro. So anyway, that's all I got. Six Rings. Just go be annoying on a Patriots channel. We don't need you, bro. We just don't need you.
Big fella.
That's it.
Great points.
You get the fuck out.
He makes good points. Now, Six Rings, you keep calling in. In fact, I'd wear Bill's gear next time. All right? This is what you should look like the next time you call in. I would laugh if he did that. Because at that point, then it's too ridiculous to not laugh at. Now, this was sent to me, and this was also sent to me by two outstanding listeners. This was the AI chat summary earlier on the show. Viewers in the chat are discussing how Charles pays his rent and suggesting potential job opportunities for him, including writing comic books or working at a nursing home. Some viewers believe that taxpayer money is being used to pay for Charles' expenses. Incredible. Oh, my God. We got the best listeners. All right. It's raffle time, folks. Here we go.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Before I get to the raffle here, Big Country, I did count this super chat that I'm pulling up on the screen. I didn't know Snowball had blue eyes. One blue left, one blue right. Just kidding, Snowball. You're a great guy. All right. Music is all we're missing because the Wheel of Champions is on the screen. So music, please. Dun, dun, dun. We're giving away a Justin Fields jersey right here, right now. If you win, AsmanJake@gmail.com, your address and your size. And if you want it in green, I could order it in green. I just figured I was showing the green one on the show. So I'll show the white Jets one today. These are the two options that I have available, white or green. So you let me know which one you want. On that note, let's pick a winner, shall we? The wheel is about to be spun. Thank you to everyone who gifted a membership or sent in a super chat. This accounts for part 1 and part 2 on this stream because we had tech issues 40 minutes in to the first stream earlier today. And yes, if you don't win, you are automatically entered in our weekly raffle, which is going to be on Monday. That features the Joe Namath football. I've talked enough. Let's spin the wheel. Here we go. The winner of the jersey is Purple Belt Mike. Now, he might have tore his ACL officially today, but at least his consolation prize is a jersey of the Jet starting quarterback. It's not going to make his knee better overnight, but at least he won something. So PBM, congratulations. Purple Belt Mike, Purple Knee Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, he's our raffle winner. And guess what? The man is actually on the line.
Purple Belt Mike, he loves the dark night. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that Purple Belt Mike. Purple Belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
Oh, let's go.
He might be a cripple, but he's going to look damn good in a Justin Fields jersey.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's a good one.
And think about it. You actually got the win in part because of the pool jump from last summer, because Rick Kent brought it up and he gifted 5 for you to do it. And I'm like, oh, let's just give him 5 right now then.
Yeah, that worked. That was awesome. That was cool.
I love it. Well, I have your address, I'm pretty sure, but what size is the jersey?
Large.
All right. Coming right up, Mike.
What do you think? White or green? What do you think?
I don't know. Both are cool. I guess I'd go green, but if you want white, I don't
All
think
right,
there's a wrong answer.
I have a white Aaron Rodgers, and I bought it, and then the day after he got hurt. So you know what? Let's go with the green.
Let's go green then. Yeah,
Let's
just
go
be
green.
safe.
Yeah, let's go green. I sacrificed my ACL.
If Justin Fields has a career year, it's going to be because of this show that we just did here.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm wearing my Jet stuff too. Hell yeah.
Let's go. All right. Well, at least you got the win in the raffle, Mike. I'm happy at you. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome. Are you doing a Long Island meetup, by the way?
I have nothing planned right now, but I am working on something I posted in the Discord about something for the Jets-Giants game that's coming together right now.
Okay. Hopefully, because I'm like thinking about it. I have my appointment the 27th. If I have surgery the first week of July, I'll probably be like walking around some point like mid-August-ish or something like that.
Let's go.
So, all right, cool.
Mike, congratulations and feel better, man. We're all thinking about you.
Cool. Thanks.
Purple Belt Mike, he loves the dark night. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that Purple Belt Mike. Purple Belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
All right. Great ending to the show there. Maybe the football gods are looking down on the Jets. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to everyone who gifted a membership, everyone who supports the channel day in, day out. You guys are the best. I will talk to you guys soon. Love all of you. We are back tomorrow with not 1, but 2 outstanding shows. So until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday and go Jets, everybody.
Bobby and Charles are squeezing their knockers. Bobby and Charles are squeezing their knockers, taking their shirts off. Taking their shirts off. Taking their shirts off. Taking their shirts off. Bobby and Charles are damn sexy. Damn sexy. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party. Let's Bobby and Charles are hot and sweaty. Hot and sweaty. Let's party. Let's party. Let's party.
Yes. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.